Alright, so yo, welcome back to Tales of Art. And if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Welcome back to Destiny 2. We're catching up on the Lightfall seasonal story. Last time we went into the deep of Titan, which was really cool that you actually went underwater to help out Sloan because she did the meme, call an ambulance. Or she was like, oh, the distress signal wasn't for me, it was for you. Or in her case, Asha, the sea serpent that I hope will come into play in the final shape, but it could, because a lot of the Witch Queen stuff was set up for Calus and his stuff in the Lightfall. So I guess it could just set up the bad guy, but this is like setting up our big D that we're gonna do in final shape. But yeah, so it's a way of the witch. They said, and the only way to find a way to defeat the witness is Savathun, who had the secret thing that we found on, which was the veil that she hid away. No, that she hid the location away, right? In Lightfall, which is Neptune. That was the secret thing that we had to find. And I was like, what the fuck's the veil? Then we found out I found out that it's because I did Season the Wish before I did that, I was like, it could be some kind of portal, but it's the darkness ability in a sense, right? And by using the veil, we can reconnect the ghosts and retrace the link back to the witness, so it can allow us to get inside the traveler to face off against the witness, because the witness used the ghost to link to get to the veil, so we could do the same thing vice versa. I think they say there could be more that could help us to defeat the witness, and with that we need to summon Savathun again to get her help. But a lot of people are like, especially Osiris and Saint 14. But so I was like, oh, we got Ikora and Eris to help us. So, I mean, we have find a way. And then with that, I'm watching Esteric's video. Even though it's 2 hours. I believe it has subtitles, right?
Listen up, glitter bums. This is First Ghost and Maru talking. You're still trying to get through the witness's portal, huh?
Okay.
That ain't a door you can just...
Oh yeah, and then when you try to get through, you become mangled.
You even asked some leftover worm for answers.
Oh, it's a worm god?
She led you right to us.
Or is he making a joke?
From the one witch nobody can trust.
Oh yeah, and Savathun's ghost is still on the run for like the longest of time.
She left instructions for this very situation. As usual, you maggots are 3 steps behind.
Which is crazy to me.
Savathun will help you on one condition. First, deal with her sister, Zivor Wrath. She's the hive god of war and the witness's best general. It's a win-win, see? Don't look so sour. You've already got everything you need. I suggest you start with a witch of your own.
Why do they always give her these villainous look?
Guardian, the witness
in the dark below,
and
then in the shadow keep. I'm like, what the? Why? Why you guys do this?
Contend with her sister. Amaru has promised us a method for defeating Zivuarath, arranged by Savathun before her death. There is a spire atop her throne world's sanctum, a place of dire experiments where she abused the light. With this knowledge, Imaru and I have devised a powerful artifact infused with hive magic. It will allow you to dispel the Witch Queen's trickery and master the spire through a ritual of our own.
So because they said we need a witch of our own, you think it'll be us, Ikora, or Eris? I'm guessing it's like where they gave us the sightseeing thingy, or maybe it'll come into play and then we'll become, more hive magic-y. All right, bro. I don't care about your relics. Does he play through the whole mission or
Even in death,
only the
Witch
dialogues?
Queen lays her snares for us. Be careful, Guardian.
This is a real privilege, so act like it. Savathun doesn't open her spire to just anyone.
If such a place
I mean, to be fair, we could have found a way in.
Why? When the truth is so much more dangerous.
You are not the Witch Queen.
And the Guardian is far more dangerous.
Please. Sivu Arath is too much for you to handle. You need our
Man,
help.
Savathun's ghosts like to
And you
yap a
need
lot, huh?
ours. Imaru, tell your Lucid Hive to stand down.
Savathun's orders are for them to guard the spire. I'm sure your little glowworms can handle it.
I don't like this. Resurrecting Savathun, using her magic. This is exactly what we wanted to
I
avoid.
mean, to be fair, what
The
other
Witch
options do
Queen
we
knew She
have?
could entice us with a common goal. Removing the threat of Zivu Arath.
Yeah. And she knew the Vanguard had a little hive acolyte of their own. That's why she's opening up her spire. She thinks you've got what it takes.
Void crystals bend reality through tightly channeled power. Shatter them to break their control.
Use that witch's staff to cast a little spell of your own.
Did we have that before? Or is that recent? Because then we just
Spire's just
duty
up
dupe
ahead.
with our hands and
Only
then
more
this
than someone
with the
like
sight.
this lack his fancy eyes to see it.
This is where the Witch Queen fell, and you fled for your life.
Yep. I'm surprised we still haven't caught him.
We should
Or caught it.
focus.
That was a fluke. Your guardians got lucky.
Bitch! Savathun had like 7 fucking lives. That was the longest fight ever. And she had invincibility through majority of it. And we had to go through the stupid ass gimmick to cut her off from the light. So we could finally kill her. And then you dip and ran. If you call that a fluke, I don't know. Like, Savathun's fight felt like the longest. I don't think it was hard to say. It was just like, it's just, there's so many like procedure steps to get to her, you know? Calus, this was difficult because of his stupid ass stage and the ads. Because first you're like at the outer stage and then he like rains down solar beams on you, and then you go to the more center stage where it's not even center because you can still fall off if he knocks you, so you pretty much gotta run and DPS or kite him.
Really? How many of your apostate ghosts have seen the Guardian's mercy?
Don't you threaten me.
I am not threatening you. I am telling you what the Guardian will do.
Damn, Eris, always the badass.
So where is this spire?
You'll see. Start the ritual to bring down Savathun's illusion.
I wonder, can I still do this mission? I don't think you can, right? Because it's seasonal.
Guardian, channel your magic with the witch's staff.
Man, I wish we can like use the magic for combat in the game. Imagine the Hive subclass. That would be cool. Hold up. So is this spire where we killed her? Or is this like a different part of the castle? Floating castle? Oh, also, how's there, now that I question it, how's there a like lake in the sky? How's that work? Or is it clouds?
You now
That's
wield
all-
Hive magic and have entwined it with your light.
Whatever you face next, we'll test that power to its
Give me a
limits.
Hive
You think
subclass.
your guardians are up to scratch?
Yo, this guy
What will
shit
we
talks so
find
much
inside the
like
spire?
Diablo 3
A way
antagonist,
to take
and
down her sister. That's all she told me. And that's all I'm telling you.
And she'll uphold her bargain. Give us the information we need.
I'll bring her back as soon as Evu's taken care of. Then you can ask her yourself.
so how does that work? Like bring her
Guardian.
back or?
Traverse the spire We shall see what morsel of truth awaits us.
I feel like there's gonna be some stupid ass roundabout way she's gonna want us to do it. If there's anything I learned from wizardy magic folks or hags, witches, wizards, it's always some stupid roundabout way. There's never a straight to the answer thing, you know? Savathun Spire. Okay. Oh man. Why does this look so... Fuck, don't make me have to go back. You know, it kind of looks like a face. I wanted to pause it, but I was too late.
There is nascent light to be found here. We must stoke it and harness its power.
Be prepared for anything.
Shoot the void crystals to bring them down.
It looks like the way up is cleared. Be careful.
Guardians, I'm sure Imaru has given you a warm welcome on my behalf.
Also, damn, Imaru's so loyal to Savathun still after.
Echo through these halls. She whispers from the past, anticipating each outcome.
She left you some recordings. It ain't that deep.
Damn. Fucking shit talker.
You've accepted my proposal.
Also, is it not weird how she has recording? Do you think she like took like a tape and just inserted it? She's like, okay, here's my recording about what I think is gonna happen. Or is it like magic? Because it sounds like it's physical, whatever she's using to record herself.
You might not believe me, but I love my sister. But to us Hive, love is death. No one knows more about killing her than I do.
Yeah, they did fight a lot. And her sister just doesn't like her. Because she was like, oh, how could you side with the stupid traveler and not the navigator or the overlord? What, I forgot what's her word for it.
She knew the Guardian would end up here eventually. Eris Morn in tow. Disrupt that thing to clear the room of arc energy. You'll need to move that arc energy to those crystals.
The spire is alive with light. We have redirected the Witch Queen's spells and empowered it to some end. I am not certain. Hive runes manifest
5 triangle
here.
5.
Discern their pattern and traverse the Witch Queen's labyrinth.
Can't be confronted.
I'm always amazed how big this place
And
is.
she always gets exactly what she wants.
Like, I remember when I was running around here trying... Was it the second mission? No, it was the last mission, right? Where they kept teleporting you around. I was getting lost. I was like, what do these symbols mean? I don't understand.
Only a hive.
So, it rests with me.
Eris?
What? What'd she say?
Over to find another way. So spoiled. And she always gets exactly what she wants from it. Zebrath can't be confronted. That's what she wants. And she always gets exactly
Sounds like a
what she
spoiled kid.
wants.
Of the 3 siblings.
Spoiled.
Up
So
there.
loved. You'll have to find another way. Only her equal could ever have a hope of overcoming the threat of my sister's war march. Only a hive.
So we have to find a hive.
It rests with me. Eris?
Is Eris gonna become a hive?
My sister depends on the
Or does she
foundations of her
metaphorically,
If you want to remove
like-
her from the board, you'll need to test
like
her
us taking in the hive energy and we
There's
become
power in
hive?
taking Eris. And for that, you'll have to prove your right
Oh,
to exist.
she knew Eris would be the one to choose.
Savathun speaks of the sword logic.
Okay. I thought that only applies to
We
hive.
can't play the hive god's games.
Yeah.
And yet we must.
Wait. No. Can't we use the sword logic too? Isn't that how we defeat Crota? Because when we took the sword, because Crota was a god, and that's why we technically couldn't hurt him unless we got the sword, right? And wasn't that the same thing for Oryx? Because we had to steal the thing from, was it the sisters? The twins? I forgot. There was something. The two witches on top of the towers that you had to slam dunk on. Because every time we fight a hive, we always needed some stupid blessing or power to be able to like injure them. Except for in Savathun's case, because she had like flip over to the ghosts and the traveler, so she didn't have the sword logic anymore. Right?
What did we
Unless
do?
I'm wrong.
We have reconfigured the inner workings of the spire and opened the path to its fetid hypogeum.
Not how I
What?
would put it, but that's right.
There is dire magic here, and I am its conduit. We may use this power to our own ends. Eris, you can't. This is dangerous.
I mean,
Meet with
Eris
the
is a
Guardian.
thug life.
I will prepare.
She will
the
go
ritual.
hard or go home. If there's ever anyone that I will see to ever back down, it would not be Eris. Out of all the characters. Okay, sus. Must be hard seeing her friend.
Draws strength from our conflict. She believes her logic absolute.
So she fixed
I will grasp it
her orb into
and
a staff?
contravene its power. There is no other way.
Will you come back from this?
Does it matter if I do?
Yes. Say it!
What
Your friends.
I am has served me, and has served humanity. Arca, Zeta, Cell.
This is what Savathun wants.
If you want to convince her, why didn't you do it before she got the save?
Savathun's.
She's outmaneuvered you again. You need me.
There's ever a fucking typical villain line. No, you need me. What show was that? I forgot. There's like so many times that has come up when, you know, it was like when someone summons something or they follow someone because they think they're like so important, but then they're like, nah, I don't need you. It's always the best.
Need your silence. Do not be afraid. Bear witness to my sublimation.
All right, homegirl, is this what you want? We stay with you to the end. Shit, that's cool.
I separate the true from the dead. I am the many-mouthed hunger.
So she's gonna get hive and she.
Edged truth.
So my question is, was she
Devour the free.
hive or she become a hive?
With my vengeance, I will
Imagine she becomes like the witch queen.
need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist. Hayat! Hayat! Hayat!
Yes. So she becomes a hive. I feel like that's probably. You know she hated too. Because she hates the hive. But she will do what she has to do.
Bring me your tithes.
God damn. In some way, she kind of looks the same, and in another, she looks greatly deformed. Toil and trouble. Was this during Halloween, I wonder? Sorry, there's... Oh, okay. We're in some spooky swamp place. Okay, I am. This is where we cast a spell. Oh my god.
Guardian, though my form twists in this rune-bound circle, I remain Erismorn, given not to the deep, but to vengeance.
As always.
I have taken much from me. By naming the worms, I have taken from them. And I must.
So will we be her first?
The splinter of hive worm.
Because then all those we kill or will give her power.
It is enough to bind us and mark you as
oh yeah.
acolyte. By the sword logic of the hive, your conquests strengthen me. You must tithe mightily if I
in the span of 3 months. We're going to kill so much to empower her.
From all conflict. She is the blade breaker, war, drinker, conqueror, immortal. I ought drown her in blood. Add your voice to the chorus of violence.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
What it is to be
being Eris's acolyte is kind of cool. It's like, yes, queen. Oh. Through my form twists and rune-bound circle, I remain Erismorn, says the figure before you, her voice strained by the transformation. Eris gestured a claw hand towards the staff used to begin the hive ritual. A splinter of a hive worm rests in your staff, she says. It is enough to bind us. Mark you as my acolyte. By the sword logic of the hive, your conquest strengthened me. You think of the bargain Imaru offers the Vanguard. Savathun will reveal how to follow the witness. If you can deal with her sister, you nod in understanding. You must teeth mightily if I am to become strong enough to defeat Shifu Arav, Eris says. You hear her smile viciously beneath the mask of Chitin. Let's show her what it is to be hive. Alright, looks like we're doing this. And then she's gone, like magic. Oh. The lecture and divination will collect cards from the deck Whisper of Whispers, a powerful form of hive magic manifested through your teeth to Erismorn. Here you may contemplate and interpret your opaque cards to unlock their power. This process requires gathering insight throughout the system. Once acquired, major arcana cards will be displayed in the Athesium. When 5 major arcana cards have been acquired, one will be selected at random before each encounter in Savathun's Spire. And the Altar of Summoning, adding a card to your deck will allow that card to be randomly drawn. Each major arcana card bestows a unique benefit. Major arcana cards may be added or removed from your deck by interacting with them in the Athesium. You must have at least 5 cards in your deck to draw upon their power in Season of the Witch activity. Minor arcana cards can be found in Season of the Witch activity or granted as reward in ritual activity. When interpreted, they bestow perks, items, and upgrade. The lectern of divination wavers with the heavy coiling smoke of incense and glint of candlelight. From their place on the table, the cards whisper sweetly, promising secret, truth, and lies. So this is the first time there's something like this, right? Unless they never showed it. Because before, you only had the artifacts, but now there's like extra buff on top of your buff. Alright, bro, I don't need to read any of that. The cluttered ritual table is covered in various artifacts used in the study of hive magic. Erismorn's scattered journals lay open across the table, pages weighted down by the piece of rock and bone. You notice sketches of hive runes. Worms, moth, and intricate diagrams of unrecognizable magical object. You recognize buried amongst the esoterica a drawing of the acolyte staff, along with a detailed spell that will bind its maker and wielder in the Tiefling ritual. 1810. Oh, so that's like the engram thing. Their unique engram. Kind of like in how Season the Wish. Didn't we go to an area to... Oh, no, Riven, right? To get these unique engrams things. Oh, that's a cool ship.
Detected a gravitic anomaly beneath the spire. She thinks it's a ritual chamber.
We call that the Arcane Oubliette. Savathun stores all kinds of drooling goons in there. Warm bodies for her magical experiments. If you want to feed blood and guts to your discount hive god, that's the place to do it.
What do you get when Zaxby's, an iconic chicken joint, applies its delicious crispy...
I wonder if they're just gonna stop at every single thing. How long is the other one, I wonder? Season of the Witch. Like, I don't want to, you know, for every single dialogue. Season of the Witch. Destiny 2. God damn it. Fucking. I don't know. I might just watch this one because it's like shorter. Oh, this one is an hour because they show all the extra stuff. Hold on, let me see.
Listen up, glitter bums. This is first Ghost and Maru talking.
I just wish they had subtitles.
You're still trying to get through the witness's portal, huh? That ain't a door you can just kick open. You even asked some...
In my
in the ritual space, and we shall harvest the fruit of Savathun.
This invoke.
Planet throws echo upward for the well of power and death. I sense the oubliette beneath you, Guardian. Assemble in the ritual space, and
You know what?
we shall
Let's just
harvest
trust.
the fruit of Savathun's foul experiments as our own.
After I resurrected Savathun, she was dying to learn about her new light. But she needed test subjects to experiment on. Same way you use the poor slobs in Gambit for target practice. Listen to this.
I named this chamber the Oubliette, after a human invention. A prison where the only exit is the ceiling, just out of reach. A place for people to be thrown in and forgotten until the time is right. This is where I'll keep in touch with all my bygone subjects, both as a queen and researcher.
Alright, complete the summoning ritual. Speak with Aaron Smorn.
Do you feel it? The latent power of the Witch Queen's spellcraft. Finalize the ritual to complete the summoning. Your tides flow through me like a surge of hot blood.
are these subjects being summoned from?
Some kind of suspended animation? Maybe they're teleported from somewhere right into your gun sights. But what do you care? They're all just dead meat to you.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Your arcane skill conjures forth horrors once cloistered, awaiting brutal deliverance. And so they shall receive it.
The Vex?
I feel in your tides the fear and anguish of our foes. Exalt in your retribution.
I know they want to say that Eris loses her way after this, but I don't believe it.
The boss is so much better at magic than you. It's because she's not afraid to make the tough choices.
I trust Eris.
I'd like to share my experiments with the Guardians one day. Just as we share.
I know, if only.
But I know they won't approve
I was
of
like,
my methods. They love omelets, but hate breaking eggs.
she's not wrong.
Participating in my rituals will expand their provincial sense of morality.
I think of the thousands Fallens, Vex, well, Vex or Hive, or like Hive Minds. Fallens and Hive we killed, and Cabals.
Your arcane skill expands with each.
Imagine if we had the sword logic from the start. Do you think imagine how overpowered we'll be at this point?
In the name of retribution for the lost, Bell, Ariana, Oma, Sai,
Our fire team.
die unto me, Acolyte.
Guardian, the value of the magic you've unearthed here is undeniable.
But
watching you and Eris revel in violence, tithing with Hive rituals, it was disturbing.
Like it or not, your witch is gonna need a lot more ties before she's powerful enough to challenge.
we're gonna have like a giant witch kaiju battle.
Go ahead, sport. Make a mess. Enjoy yourself. Welcome to the Hive.
The best value in tools just arrived near you. There's a new Harbor Freight store, packed full.
Random ass
It's hard not
ads.
to feel that this is my responsibility. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated over what action to take next, Eris threw herself into a dangerous ritual
As she always
of her
does.
own devising. She was audacious. And she was right. We had to accept Savathun's bargain. We must pursue the witness at any cost. But I didn't imagine we would risk Eris in the exchange. She remains herself. I recognize Eris when I look into her eyes. She wears her new form like a suit of armor, but she speaks of whispers calling to her from the deep. And I have no assurance she can resist.
All we can do is
forever.
trust Eris, as we
You
always
must
have.
Embrace the Hive rituals as she did. Offer your tithes so that she may gain the power she desires. And quickly. Commit yourself to her guardian. I believe it is in everyone's best interest to keep her metamorphosis as
Oh,
brief
she can
as
turn back?
possible.
Hive magic reveals itself in precise shapes. They follow the same lines and the same means. And yet our rituals still hold many secrets. Cards have scattered in the wake of your oblations. Our bond made manifest. I call them the Deck of Whispers. And they do whisper. Each of their ideograms appears to carry the weight of symbolism. Do not fault them for the forms they take. They are reflections of the real, and as opaque as the natures of their referent. We will interpret their configurations, divine their use. They may hold many meanings, alone and in conversation. As with all hive magic, they ask us to separate the true from the dead. We will do so.
All right.
Looking good, pal.
Oh. Oh. What? Unveil season 22? Oh, would you think this was you think this was this was when it was released?
Greetings, Guardian. I am focused.
That's odd. That's like 3 seasons later. Oh,
to step into the ritual space once again.
Season of the Deep.
When I first transformed,
Oh yeah, it was like 3 seasons later.
Become something greater.
Wait, she became back to normal.
Instead, my doubts fell away and I found myself simplified, refined. Though I became Hive, I was more myself. I mentioned that to Ikora and she furrowed her brow. I told her she would have time to worry later. But now...
Oh, so it's not permanent.
I need tithes. Sword logic may be high philosophy, but your tithes of power are real. And when I absorb them, it feels like hope.
Look, it could be worse. You could be like Lakshima too, and her little stupid ass addiction to the telescope of the future, or hey, we gotta find a way to survive.
The strongest have earned their existence. If a queen cannot hold her power, she must be betrayed.
Oh
I will
no.
not deny them their dogma. I will embody it.
Imagine if she took Shivu's Wrath spot. Oh, how crazy that'd be. There is more greets you in her Athesium. In Savathun's throne world, she is sent to herself before her next shift into her high form. Despite the physical change, she does not believe that the ritual alters too much about her. When I first transformed, I thought I might become something greater, she confides. Said my doubts fell away, and I found myself simplified, refined. Though I became Hive, I was more myself. She explains that your tea fills her with power. Following the high philosophy of sword logic, the Hive believes that the only strongest have earned their existence. If a queen cannot hold her power, she must be betrayed. I would not deny them their dogma, she says. With a grin, I will embody it. Yes, slay, queen.
I want to engage the team with this document, so let me make this more visual.
I just wish it like jumps to the next part without, you know. Alright, the 3 siblings. That's Savathun's the center. Shivu Wrath is the right and Oryx is the left, right? Oh well, I mean, that's their new names. Whatever their old names were. I think hers was Satona. I don't know the other two.
The sword logic.
On the worm god.
Oryx, the Taken King, brother to Savathun and Xivu Arath, sought whispers from the worms of fundament and dredged this truth from the deep.
Okay.
All things must prove their right to exist. The rest will die.
Ah, they're so cool. Reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
Nor escape, nor exemption.
The Keyblade Graveyard.
Essential. Beautiful to know.
It's like Terra, Agua.
Oryx led his
whatever the other guy's name is.
the bladed path. We have tested ourselves against horrors. We emerge changed. Through this, we become stronger. We become free. We will avail ourselves of our enemy's tools. Xivu Arath believes every death proves the sword logic. that she unveils the false shape of the traveler's lie by her blade.
Oh, it looks like she's manipulating it
But
all
she
from the
needs
top.
her truth. She is desperate for its vindication. She wishes for a world without grief.
Oh god, on that villain shit. That villain logic.
Not baleful, not beautiful. A childish cry.
I mean, that's not what it sounds like. Or like she was ranting about her sister.
The unfree, deniers of the all-edged truth. But I take the power the sword logic offers not out of desperation, but desire. For Crota. Oryx. Savathun. I wield their killers as a knife.
The Guardians.
The Hive know this truth as well as any logic. I am here. And
Okay,
they
All Might.
are not. Ayat.